I am so happy you guys voted for Silence, just got her out of Eternal Lands, and I couldn't be happier. But never have I had so much negative to say about a hero that I love so much. First off, if you've seen my Amalia Hero Spotlight, you know what I think about purple hair, so there's that. And the fact that a hero called the Silencer Silence doesn't have a silencer on either one of her guns. Definitely not the pistol. I don't know what's on that rifle in the background. Someone who knows more about guns than I do, let me know in the comments below, but it looks like a backwards flash hider. And if that wasn't enough, in her bio, it talks about how she likes peaceful afternoons reading and hates violence. Yes, the assassin hates violence. She also hates the hypocrites who advocate anti-war movements by claiming this war is the war to end all wars. Yes, the peace-loving assassin hates those hypocrites. Contradicting personality traits aside, her skill as an assassin did catch the attention of the Freedom League, and they sent some troops out to escort her to SAND, which is the Security and National Defense Organization where people such as Black Widow have been trained and work. Moving on to her exclusive ability, even though Silence is an army hero, her ability can be triggered by any type of unit, so she's a truly universal hero, so it will work for Army, Navy, or Air Force. Now, whenever one of your units attacks, there's a chance of firing 2 missiles, and at max stats, it'll cause 110.7% damage to a random target for each missile, as well as light those targets on fire, and just before that target attacks, they'll take an additional 72.9% damage from that ignition. However, the ignition cannot be stacked. But her exclusive ability doesn't end there. Her equipable exclusive ability really makes Silence unique. Her equipable exclusive gives you a damage increase that is global, and she's not required to be in the battle for it. This is why most people want Silence, is you can get her exclusive skill and you get a damage increase to everything even though she's just sitting in your base. Now at the moment her exclusive skill is only obtainable through the exclusive skill store at 30 exclusive skill shards apiece. Looking at Silence's strengths and weaknesses, I'm a bit conflicted on her. It's kind of an interesting case. As far as her strengths, her biggest strength of course is that equipable exclusive that gives that global damage increase that she doesn't even have to be present for, and as a result of that, I just want to stick her in a shelf in my base and just pretend she doesn't exist and just continue to upgrade her equipable exclusive skill. As far as weaknesses, her exclusive skill, the ignition, is one of the things that has me concerned because it's not stackable. Let's say, you know, your first or second unit trigger her ability and you throw a missile in the back row of the enemy units and it catches it on fire. Well, that's the back row, and if you guys have the same attack speed, it's not going to be able to attack for, you know, let's say 6 or 7, maybe even 8 of your attacks, which means she could potentially throw out several missiles that'll hit the same target, and since the target's already on fire, it can't be on fire twice because these don't stack. So if a missile hits a target that's already been hit that hasn't triggered the ignition, you're losing out on damage because it doesn't stack, so that really lowers her potential damage output. And with her exclusive skill, I really would put Silence as a middle tier hero, maybe upper middle tier. It is nice that her exclusive skill does do quite a bit of damage. You know, 110% for each missile is a respectable amount, but Silence has been out for quite a while in the game, and of course Top War keeps releasing stronger and stronger heroes, so she seems to be kind of outshined by those. So her biggest weakness is I just don't think she has enough damage output to push out the current meta of heroes. It's just the strength of having that equipable exclusive skill for that global damage increase. And as a result, my recommendation for uses for her is to just keep her in your base. You get her equipable exclusive skill, you level her up at least to level 20 so you can throw a gold production on there if you want. It's only 20 shards to get her to 2-star. You could upgrade her to level 3 and then you could throw a second gold production on there. That would be my recommendation as far as what to use her for. But if you really do want to use Silence in combat, I'll go over some of my recommendations for that. As far as the skills that you want to equip her with, now her equipable exclusive skill, unless you have this a very high level, you'll probably actually get more benefit in a single battle from doing a march size increase. So that would be my recommendation. You'd want a common and rare march size increase, you'll want a damage increase, and then the fourth skill I would go with either an attack increase or a damage decrease. As far as the perks that I would have her equipped with, you'll want all unit attack and HP, and then since she's a universal hero, it really comes down to what you're using her for. So the second perks that the third and fourth perk that I would put on her would be the attack and HP of whatever unit type that you're going to be using her for, so Army, Navy, or Air Force. As far as the pairings for Silence, I don't have recommendations like I normally do. Since she is a truly universal hero, she can work well with any hero. I would just end up pairing her with the strongest of each branch. So for the Army, you'd probably be looking at Katyusha. For the Navy, you'd be looking at Akatora. And then for the Air Force, you'll be looking at the new hero, Selena. Just something that is different is I would completely avoid pairing her with heroes like Alex or 914, other heroes that cause ignition. Since the ignition can't be stacked, if they light other units on fire, then that means Silence is not able to light them on fire because they're already on fire, so you'd be losing out on damage, which means some other heroes would probably be a better pairing. As far as how to get Silence, she is rather difficult to obtain, but at least she can be obtained for free. She is only available during Eternal Lands, and she does cost 20 ancient tokens to unlock, all 10 of her shards, so tough to get, but there is a lot of payoff, especially if you start upgrading her exclusive skill, which, just for a frame of reference, her exclusive skill at level 1, 2, and 3 gives a 1, 2, and 3% damage increase. At level 4, it is 5%. Level 5, it is 7%. If you manage to get this to level 10, somehow, a level 10 exclusive skill for Silence has a damage increase of 30%. A global, all times, 30% damage increase. Anybody want to PayPal that to me? Little gift? Merry Christmas, early Christmas present, early birthday present? I'll take it. Thank you to everybody who voted for Silence. If you'd like to vote on my next hero that I do a video on, go ahead and check out my Discord in the description below, where you can vote on the next Top War Hero Spotlight. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody who subscribed. Don't forget to drop a like, and as always, have a fantastic day.